Welcome to Behind the Chair, Lee, the hair artist, and I'm telling it like it is. Come join us. Now we back with another episode of Behind the Chair, Lee, the hair artist, telling it like it is. Today's topic is it hard for a man to be with a lady with kids in a relationship or married? So we're going to kick it out. I'm going to ask my client, what do you think?
It doesn't have to be hard. It just depends on the lady, and it depends on the man. When I say that, it's because if the lady has a child or children, if that lady, I guess, cares enough about him and he cares enough about her to, I guess one thing you have to establish what kind of relationship you guys have. You got to establish that. And then you want a man that's going to be there pretty much for the long haul, even though you don't know that, but you kind of anticipating that he might be there for the long haul, because you don't want to bring different men in and out of your child or your children's life. So if you have a man that's going to be in your life and you have a child or children, you have to, you got to let him know that he can discipline that child, but then there is a certain way you discipline a child.
But I think like if a man get with a lady with kids, number one thing, he already already made family. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's already like together. You already got kids there. You get with that lady and automatically you got kids and you automatically got a family. And that makes it harder for the men, I think. Now, I can be wrong, but that's how I feel like, because I've been in relationships and I married a lady who had kids. And the first, it was okay to be there and help her out when it's time to help out, or they need some kind of financial help. But when it comes down to discipline, or you see there's something the kid is doing wrong, it's always seemed to be a problem. Why is that?
Some women, they don't want another man, if it's not their father, the child's father, to discipline their child or children. But if you're going to be together as a family, he has to be able to do this, and do it in the, the proper way. There's a way to discipline anybody, a child. So, because I have that kind of relationship with my man. I have a daughter, and he's been in her life for a very, very long time. And we, he cares about her just like she is his child. If she need anything, she call him, and he's right there for her. And if he tells her this is what she can do and what she cannot do, she does it. Sometimes she might not like it, but she does it.
So have you ever had to discipline her?
Yeah, since she was in college, second year in college, it was something she wanted to do, and she called him and talked to him about it, and he told her no.
I'm talking about when she was young, because I have clients, they get upset because I had one client went off on the man talking about, hell no, he talking about whooping my kid. Hell no, nobody touch my kid but me. I say, but you don't want him to touch your kid, but you want him to help you with your kid. Mm-hmm. The man that you had the baby about, most ladies that have kids out there, the man is in jail. Or something happened that he's not there, or he decided he didn't want to be in a relationship. So you get this kid out of wedlock. Yes, out of wedlock. You wasn't married. You already made one mistake, and then all of a sudden now the kid is here. Now you got this guy want to take the place of the kid's father because he love you, so he don't accept you and he gonna accept the kid. But then all of a sudden when you get in there, everything okay. Long you buying stuff, buying clothes, buying shoes. Put him in a nice place to stay. But when that kid get out of order and you're like, no, this is not going to take place, you have a problem with that. And I don't understand why you got to have a problem when he try to put your kid in place, trying to help you raise that kid up. And then when that kid want to say, no, you're not my father, it's okay for the kid to say that. And you don't have nothing to say, or you'll say, no, you can't discipline, come and tell me. I don't think it's fair, and that's what makes the relationship hard. That's why a person don't want to be in a relationship like that, because a man don't, and it make it harder because he really might love you or love your kid. He's right into you all. But at the same time, when he don't say no, he say I'm not gonna do that. Y'all all gotta have a problem with it because you might be that mother, or there be vice versa. You might be in that father who have kids that let them have their way, and that other person say no, you're not gonna have just your way because you're gonna have to deserve the things you get like everybody else. But why is it all the time when a man try to discipline, you got these ladies stand up and say, no, you can't discipline my child. Don't talk to my child like that, even though the child is talking back. But it's okay for the kid, but it ain't okay for the man who's supposed to be taking place of the father.
Well, I don't agree with that because if he's there for you and your child, I think that he should be able to discipline that child. You know, and I do not agree with a child talking back to any adult. That to me, that's definitely a no-no. And I don't think that the woman should tell that man that he can't discipline her child, or if something goes wrong, that the child need to come and tell her. You know, and it's not okay to me for you to always give in to a child. That child can always have what they want.
But have you noticed that
it does
people that you know, that friends or a person you work with, they have that situation?
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen, but it's not in all relationships. It doesn't, because like I said, I'm not that kind of person. But there are women out there that's like that they don't want a man to discipline their child. And I know that can have a strain on the relationship, because if you're going to be there 24/7 and that child is being, disrespectful child or whatever, I don't agree with that child not being disciplined. I think that child should be disciplined about both people, and if something that the wife might not agree with, she should not let it be known in front of that child.
And they'll do that.
Yeah, I know they will. But they need to.
When they upset, they act a fool in front of that kid.
Yeah.
And then when that kid start raising up, now the kid don't have no respect for the man.
Exactly.
You know.
But see, the woman should, like I say, if the kid get out of order, they should have to. If they need to talk about it, she and the man, don't do it in front of the child. Don't let the child know, even though you might take that kid's side. Do not let him or her know that. You got to talk to that man about that, and y'all got to come to some kind of agreement. And it's not going to always be like, because this is my child, and what my child says and what my child do, it's okay. Because it's not always okay, But my man, he never had to discipline my child when she was, when she was young. He never have to really spank her. All he had to do pretty much was just let her know, but you don't do this or don't do that, and pretty much most of the time she wouldn't do it, because she didn't like to get that switch, because he knew she would get that switch. We didn't play that.
Well, that's the only thing, the biggest problem to me. I have my clients say, well, he can't do that because it is clear. Well, why the hell you let him in your relationship? Why you take the money from him?
No.
All that is okay, but when he see, hey, this don't need to be, and then all of a sudden you got something to say about it, then all of a sudden you let the kid get up and going and keep doing all this crazy stuff. Now you got a wild kid out there. Now you're up there talking about, if his daddy was here. His dad ain't here. Yeah. So what? His dad ain't here, but I'm here.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, no, he don't need this, he don't need that. You override me. You're like, oh, well, don't worry about him. I got you. And then all of a sudden you wonder why the kid don't even respect that person you with.
Yeah.
Or you upset with me, and when you upset with me, now you're gonna let the kid know. Oh, I don't have to listen to you say. I don't care about all that. To the hell with how he feel about what I'm going and this and that. And you saying in front of your kid, and then all of a sudden you wonder why now everything's okay with you and that person, or me and you. Our relationship is better now. We went through our ups and downs. We okay now, but now you say it in front of that kid. Now that kid don't respect.
No, yeah, that's true, and I disagree with a lady doing that, because that is wrong. Because if you're gonna allow him to, spend his money to take care of you,
act as though like he's a father.
Yeah, you playing that father role in certain aspects. Let him be the father in that other aspect and discipline that kid. Now I don't go along with that, because I don't like disrespectful children. I do not like that, and they should not a man or a woman I don't care who child it is, you don't let them disrespect you. And if that child is being disrespectful to one of the other parent, even if that man is not the parent, she should not, the mother should not allow that. She should let, and then if that child is being disrespectful, now she does need to let that kid know right there in front of him that you're not going to talk to him this way. You're not going to do it, like this. And if he does say something, if she does say something, she needs to make that kid apologize, and right then and there, and because it's not okay. It's not okay. I don't like that. But if she's gonna let that man be in her life and play the husband and the father role, she's gonna have to let him discipline those her child or her children.
Yeah, that's something to get to me, because if we in the relationship and they ain't going right with us, I believe, why should you show the kid that you upset with the man that's in your life?
No,
you upset so y'all have an argument. Why have an argument in front of those kids? What's wrong with getting your ass in your vehicle and say, hey, baby, we be right back? And the kid, as if the kid old enough to be at home.
Yeah.
12-year-old, 13, they old enough. Mm-hmm. We be right back. We got to go take care of something. I believe you don't have to let that kid know what is going on, because once you let that kid know what's going on, I think that's what messes up the kid. Because now that kid don't have a fighting chance to have a good relationship, because they think a relationship is all about arguing, fighting, or cussing each other out. And all of a sudden, let's say you went off on a man, and a man we macho, okay? We got that macho in us. Some of the men. Most of every man. So you cuss a man out and say this and that, he don't come back at you. Yeah. And say, now you got this kid right here in the midst of this, looking at especially a daughter. Yeah. Your daughter now your daughter looking at every man, he ain't no good, or he might looking at, well, I don't want no black man because a black man treated my mama like this. Mm-hmm. Or the son see the mama being disrespectful and this and that. Well, my mom and dad went together. That nigga ain't my dad. I don't have to listen to it. Now the little boy became a teenager. Now I got to throw this little kid through a wall or something, because now he want to disrespect me because you taught him how to disrespect me. And then when I talk to you about it, say, Daddy, hey, you don't do that stuff in front of your kids because that kid don't try. He know not to try you. He know I don't play that. But the point of you teaching that. Yeah. What you think about that? Don't you think you teaching the kid how to treat that person who's taking the place of their father? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you up there showing your emotion in front of the kid, I believe something you don't talk to your kids about. No. You and your husband, you and your live-in boyfriend or make-believe husband, you know how you do it. 2017, people move together, still saying, I do. And all of a sudden, they've been in their kid's life since they won. Now you don't disrespect that kid in front of them, and then talking about he know not to talk to you like that. Then all of a sudden the kid do. Then you don't try to say, well, he just was expressing himself. No. Or you don't try to use it. Well, you don't understand, because see, you ain't his biological father, and I'm his mom, and it's just different. He's going through this. He ain't going through that, or she ain't going through that. It's the point that you taught him that, because kids I don't care if we biological. I know. They got my blood, and that's my kid. Mm-hmm. That wife or that lady gonna feel as though that kid gonna be right. Oh, let me just listen to what they got to say. And me as a man, hell no. You don't pay no bills in this house. All you do is go to school, hoping you get yours so we can teach you so you'll be a better person when you get up. That's what this all about. It ain't about how you feel about a certain thing, because they're kids. Yeah. If there was a grown person, if they was a grown up, they can make grown up decisions, and they can get their stuff and get the hell up out of here and go pay their own bills. That is true. And you got kids, right? It's like, I know you were wrong, but at the same time, I'm not making you, be accountable for what you did. Well, I think it makes it seem like that a woman, when she upset with the man, it's like she trying to get her team together. Like, hell, I don't want, she's just so upset, I don't want you and your daddy to get along. Well, because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes they try to use the kids against them, but at the end, that kid don't get wild. Just like now, you laughing at this little puppy saying what he got to say. Oh, that's so cute, so cute. And next thing you know, the kid is growing, now becoming a teenager, is out of order. Now all of a sudden, well, he just wanted to express himself. Now he ain't just express himself to the father no more. Now he going off on you. Yeah. And then you wonder why the kids are going bad. They ain't that the generation. Everybody, I get tired of people talking about, oh, the world is different now. The world is different. You can't whoop your kids. You can't do this. It ain't about the world, just the world is different. It's about the parenting is different. different.
Yeah, parents.
They don't want to. Everybody want to still be kids. Everybody want their kids calling by their first name. Everybody want. Oh well, his daddy wasn't there, so he went around, and so that's why I treat him so nice, or treat her so nice, or I let her kind of get away with little stuff. Well, hell, I'm taking the place.
Yeah.
Now you putting it with me, and I'm all about some type of order.
Yeah.
And most time when you get with a lady who already have kids, she thinks she got an order. But she really don't, because you got some parents that pay for the kids. Oh, let me go and get them. They wanted this, they wanted that, or they don't be upset. And then all of a sudden you come incorporate a man in the relationship, a strong man who know how to take care of himself, and he brought you and your kids above because he love you, and he trying to assure that life or the experience, the things he have, that he accomplished life with you and your kid. And then all of a sudden he see, well, that kid don't deserve this, they didn't clean their room, or they didn't do this and that. Well, they was going through this, and then you don't do it in front of the kid.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why a lot of men don't want to be with ladies who got kids. It's hard to do. I'm not going to say it can't be done, but that's a hard job, because that man, it's 3 or 2 or 4 against 1.
Well,
You got your kids, he coming aboard, and y'all got y'all group. And then all of a sudden he trying to fit in with y'all. Trying to say, okay, I can be here for your kids, this and that. And all of a sudden when we get into it, or you upset about something, now, oh, you don't want me to say nothing, or you'll say something in front of them. And it make it difficult.
Yeah,
and a lot of guys see that, they're like, fuck it. I don't want, it's hard for me to be with a lady in a relationship.
Well, yeah, I can
or even a man
that.
come back later, hey, me and my girl, we don't try to make this work. And she got my kid. And you'll try to be in that. It's almost still the same. You going into that house when she already brought that kid up a certain level of way of thinking.
But then at the same time, like I say, I think that's not. I don't agree with that when the woman is not making that child or children accountable for what their actions or what they do, and they should not let them disrespect her partner, because he is in the household, he is doing stuff for you
and paying the bills,
and
taking. He didn't have sex with you or had a good time. Getting it, hitting it good to bring that baby into the damn world. And all of a sudden, he want to take the place of be man enough to be there for you and your kid. Instead of you respecting it, you don't disrespect that. That's a hard position.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. I guess because I don't, like I said, I'm a single parent. And I have a relationship with a man, and my child, she's 23 right now, and he's been in her life for a very long time because her dad has chosen to be in her life. Not like that. He decided at one time, he was going to try to be in there, but not to the degree of really being a father.
Right.
As anybody can say you're a father.
He was almost like a friend that comes over, spend time with us sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Still like a father role, because I don't believe that weekend fathers any damn way don't be that good. Because a lot of them just take over their mama house and stuff like that. Instead of they spend the time with that little boy, the little girl.
Yeah, he's still, to this day, he's not really a father to her. And to be honest with you right now, she's, like I said, she's in college, in law school. And he hasn't spoken to her since...
She's been born, basically.
No. She's been in Houston, and that's where she goes to school. And we moved her there August the 5th. And to this day, he has not spoken to her because he's angry with me.
Oh, so he angry with you, so he take it out like that.
He takes it out on her.
So do you think when you're in a relationship with a lady who got kids, when she angry with you, she do the same thing? She takes it out. She use a kid as like, hey, that's one of my buddies. Still, that's my kid. You like, I want to get them on my team, so I'm gonna talk about this man in front of these kids and make them, you know what I'm saying? Make them be on my side. Do you think a lot of ladies do that stuff?
Some do, some of them do. That I don't do. I don't, because my daughter is not my friend. She's my daughter. I talk to her about certain things, but there are certain things, even with her being 23 years old, that I will not discuss with her, because to me, she is still my child.
But do you got friends or some people come up there to your job that go to that point that hell their kids is disrespectful like that?
Very much so. Very much so.
And why you think it's like that?
Because the parent doesn't. They allow it to happen. when you allow that to happen, yes, that child gonna do that, and they do it at home, and so if they do it at home, for sure they're gonna do it out in the public.
So if they do it at home and they do it before she got a relationship with this guy, and all of a sudden he said, "Hey, I want to marry you, I want to be there with you," and then he married and move in, or she move in, and then they husband and wife. Is the kids already screwed up like that?
It could possibly be kind of hard, because unless that parent, that mother, has a really good hold on that child, whereas that child will listen to her and pretty much, do what this mother tells them to do. Because if you got somebody coming into that home and you already got children that's, maybe
rebellious.
Yeah.
Or you most of the time you moving in with the guy if you got your stuff right. Mm-hmm. You move in with the guy instead of the guy moving with you, or he's selling his house and he's gonna move in with you. Ladies, yes, I had to tell y'all dumbasses this shit. This is you. This is him. If this motherfucker down here, that ain't the man for you. You too old be talking about, I can see potential. You see potential in the kids that you have. You know why? Because you're supposed to raise them. You can look inside them and say, I can see them making it happen. I'm going to help them make it happen. You don't be like this woman, and you got a man down here, you see potential, and then you want to bring him up to your status. He's at a certain age, he don't come up to your status. He'll make it hard in your life, and he'll make it hard in your family, so you don't go off in front of him, in front of your kids, and when you do that, you're going to mark those damn kids. Am I right or wrong?
Well, yeah.
It's like a wound. You cause a cut in that kid's heart and their minds and their soul, because they saw what they saw in their eyes and heard with their ears as a young, tender age of anger between two people.
Yeah,
because you chose the wrong man that you trying to raise, and now you trying to raise this man all this time, so you don't have time for his kids. Now the kids feel as though you don't have time for them. Now they doing rebellious things, so they going out in the streets, out in the wilderness, trying to get attention any way they can. Girls are opening up their legs. Boys are trying to be with their homeboy, proving them, hey, I'm bad, I'm tough, I'm going to steal this car, I'm going to smoke this weed, I'm going to do this and that, I'm going to steal whatever just to fit in somewhere so they can be accepted and be loved. That's all they looking for.
Oh, yeah,
now,
sure.
And when you bring a man this low into that, that's what happened. Or you bring a man to your status and you don't balance it out, okay? Those kids don't feel a certain way. And then you got to ask yourself, when me and my husband or my man go out, what do I leave my kids? If you leave with your mama and daddy or who don't like this man, what you think they telling your kids? Now, your kids come back to the house acting retarded. And retarded mean fucking slow. I know what it mean. Acting slow to understanding how this house was at first. Now you're back. Now you're acting a certain way. Because you've been messed with in the mind. It's hard. It's hard for a man to be outside to come in. Now he up there being the same person. Now the kid acting a certain way. Because everybody in that kid's ear. Or you put too much time into that man you got in the house. So the kids only react by being disrespectful to him. Or they might even say, and they say a lot of times, that ain't my daddy. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's it.
Don't you think if you don't give those kids not enough time for them, when you get this new person in your life, that those kids will start rebelling too?
Yeah. But see, when what the mother has to do when this man is coming in the picture, I think there's a period of time, that she I wouldn't just bring any man just in my life.
I'm talking about she get to the point of my barren.
Well, yeah, but see, they should have already discussed some things, and she should know, and her kids should already know that he's gonna be my husband. He's going to be you guys' stepfather, and you're going to do, whatever he says for you to do, you're going to have to do it.
If you think a parent wrong for saying that?
No, I don't think so. Only way I would.
I hear a lot of ladies, well, my kids don't have to make it happen, and he married me. He ain't married him. He with me. Hell, they don't be with me for long anyway.
Well, that's true.
He shouldn't worry about how they feel. I think he should, because it's gonna affect them. Hell, these kids are bad now.
Oh yeah.
Hell, you'll fuck around, go to sleep, and wake up in heaven. You know why you wake up in heaven? Because little motherfucking mother killed your ass.
Yeah,
now all of a sudden you're looking at Jesus like, how I get here?
Yeah, they
These
do.
kids are doing everything. Talking about you don't have to worry about it.
No,
Hell, this kid, little kids, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, killing people
Yeah,
because they upset.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you don't tell because it's your damn kid. You don't got to worry about it because you ain't going through that.
You know, a lot of parents, a lot of mothers go through that because, like I say, they don't discipline their kids. They don't. I know they don't want to spank their kids. I hear a lot of people saying that, but I spanked my child when she was growing up. I would tell her butt if she got out of place, and she knew, you know, what time it was. And so she didn't like that switch. So majority of the time, she didn't do a whole lot of. I'm not saying she was the best kid in the world.
But hell, she know when Mama Rap go down, it go
right.
down.
That's right. When I said do it, I you know, do it. You know, and because I got that switch out and I told them the legs up, and she didn't like that. And so I really didn't have a whole lot of problems out of her growing up. I really, really didn't. And even as she got older, I didn't have a lot of problems out of her. She, you know, sometimes she didn't agree with what I said or what I told her to do, but that's okay though, because I'm the mother.
When she didn't agree, what did she? How she respond by she didn't agree? Did she act out? Did
Well,
she
she
just
would,
move her lips and?
No, she didn't talk back. She just
Okay.
she just kind of like gave me the silent treatment.
Oh, okay, well.
And when wouldn't talk, like I was trying to talk to her, she wouldn't say too much. And I told her, you know, I said, I let this go on for 2 days. And I
Oh, she'll do it for 2 days.
No, she did it for like, she tried to do it for like a week, you know, but I stopped it at the 3rd day.
So what did he say when she did that?
You know, he told her that, you know, you got to listen to your mother. That's what your mama said you're going to do, and that's what you're going to do.
So you basically, you was serious when you say, hey, look here, you're going to respect this man because he's you're like basically her stepfather.
Well, he I'll be honest with you, he acts more of a father to her than her own father.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying, but you have to instill that in her. So
Yeah,
you enforce that. You didn't just say, well, kids are deep like kids, they might be upset. You know how ladies give excuse, oh, his daddy wasn't there, or that person was this, and that's why she's acting like that, or he's acting like that. So you didn't give all that kind of excuses.
No, because her dad wasn't in her life. You know, he saw her periodically, you know, that wasn't.
But that don't have nothing to do with her behavior.
No, because I was the one that was there and he was there, and so we, you know, we did the discipline, and like I said, for the most part, I can honestly say she's a pretty good young lady, you know, and so so parents.
So you basically like me, you believe in most kids' attitude come from the parenting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's something that the parent did.
Because I remember distinctly, like when I got pregnant, I used to cuss, you know, a lot and stuff before I got pregnant. But when I got pregnant, I decided then that I was going to stop cursing, and I did. Because I knew if my child heard me using profanity all the time, she was going to pick it up and she was going to do it.
Right. So basically, when a man having a hard time with a lady who have kids, and basically the man is having a hard time with the lady. And also because she having a hard time with ladies, the kids are picking up those vibes and how she acting among that man.
Yeah,
and to feel so if she disrespecting her husband or the man she chose to be among her kids, and she disrespecting him, those kids don't pick up the same thing. They feel as though they can do it, right?
Oh yeah.
So don't that make it difficult? Like in a relationship, you ain't on the one accord. Like when I said, like we get in an argument, you know. Like me and my girl get in an argument, I'll be like, shit, let's get in the car, let's go somewhere, let's talk about it. Or I like to say, shut it down. And it might sound to the people out there, what you mean by shut it down? The reason why I say shut it down, okay? This is not edifying our relationship. You upset, I'm upset. Once we both get upset and a fire has started, fire don't do nothing. It just do one thing. It'll burn some up or it don't cook it. Mm-hmm. It's not going to make it better. And all of a sudden, guess what's going to happen? We both talking. What happened? Boom. What is this? What is this? This is the wall came up. Well, don't tell her she don't hear it. Well, she telling me I don't hear it because we upset. So when I say, that's why I say shut it down. When people say, what you mean by that? That's what I mean by shut it down. Okay. Because it don't do no good. They ain't that I'm trying to control the situation. I'm just trying to say, hey, this ain't making our relationship better. And I'm going to be hard. You're going to be hard and want to say some stuff that we don't really mean. And some things you can't even take back.
Yeah, to me, once it's out there, it's out there.
Because I think you get grown mature enough to realize this don't do nothing for us. So that's why I say shut down. Or we got a conflict, let's just get in the car, me and you take off.
Yeah, it's better.
That way the kids can say, you know what? my mother and father, they got into it. My mother's boyfriend that was there and raised us. They got into it. And they might have got to it. We don't even know because we never seen it.
Yeah.
And to me, it's giving that kid an opportunity to know it's love out there, and you can have ups and downs, but you don't have to act a fool and be a certain way. You give them a chance. You got some girls coming here, I do their hair. I don't ever want to be married. I say, why? Well, because my mama and daddy, they always fussing, and they this and that. My mother boyfriend, this and that. My mother say he ain't about shit, this and that. Okay, you tell your daughter or your son that he ain't about nothing, and next thing you know, you don't turn around and say, oh, respect him.
Yeah.
How you don't respect somebody who ain't about nothing?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
So that's why I say, and I still say, that's why it's hard for a man to be with a lady with kids. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's difficult. It's hard. It's always going to be hard. It's not because
I'm not gonna say it's always gonna be hard because it depends on
the lady.
The lady, how she have her kids. I don't want to use the word under control, but how she has, she instilled in that kid that and children that you're not gonna just do anything and say anything and think it's okay to an adult because right now today. There's young girls out here that's in their 20s. They're older than my child, and I see them being so disrespectful. So now I know when I was growing up, there are certain things we did not say around older people.
Right.
We did not say it, and we might have thought it, but we didn't say it. But these young ladies nowadays, they will say it, but it's because of the parenting. The mother hasn't instilled in them, you don't talk that way around adults. It all comes from the parenting, how you bring that child up, and stuff. You got to let that child know, or children know, that they are still a child. And you stay in, and my mother, you stay in a child's place, and you don't let them just jump in your conversations when you're talking to other adults,
For them to stay in the room.
Yeah, they need
and to me, if they stay in the room, you don't have grown folks conversation. You don't talk about stuff like we here talking about grown folks stuff, okay?
Yeah, but they need.
If I have a teenager in here, I'm talking about teenager stuff. You don't get some of those episodes too, people.
Oh yeah.
That how your kids think. But my thing is, you don't have a kid sitting in the company of you and your guests.
No, you don't.
And then you wonder why they acting so grown, or they doing the stuff they doing, or just like a parent get like me. I don't believe a kid need a cell phone. I don't believe that. People are just talking about, oh, this and that. This lady got upset with me because I said, why you whoop your daughter? She gave her daughter a serious ass whooping, okay? Mm-hmm. Why? Because her daughter was sending pictures out. Mm-hmm. Some titty pictures.
Oh, wow.
Out to these little boys. And she was I believe, sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. And I told her, why you whoop their daughter? I said, well, she shouldn't be sitting this. I said, my thing is, this is me. You should have whooped your own ass. You gave her the phone. Mm-hmm. She picks her up. She take her to a game. She there at a game. She bring her home. And you can have a live phone at the house. That girl don't need that. She wouldn't ever got in trouble if she didn't have the tool to do the crime, as you can say, in your home.
Yeah, I agree.
And about me being a man, if I was dating her, guess what? She would love everything. I'm paying the bills, which I am a provider. I know how to take care of bills. Take care of that person I'm with. I'm going to do my job, and my mom raised me that way. But I'm going to do all that. But I'm going to be a man and say, no, she don't need. And by cause that little girl want it, and you don't give her what she want, then they'll make chaos in our house. Mm-hmm. And now she got it. Now she do this. Now you want to come tell me, oh, Lee, you need to talk to her. She put pictures out like this. Now I want to tell her a damn thing. Yeah. I say, well, I'm getting mad at her for. You gave it to her.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why some of those decisions like that, it make it hard for you to be with a lady, with the kids, because some ladies, well, because their daddy wasn't there and they feel bad about it, they let the kids have their way. And then now you want to bring a man or somebody else in your relationship. I don't care, you bring a woman. You might date women. Who knows? But whatever you decided, you bring it into your relationship, into the midst of that storm, which I don't think is right.
But see, the thing about it is a lot of parents, they give their children too much. I see that every day. And I couldn't do that for my daughter. At that time, really, number one, I couldn't afford to. But even if I could have, I would not have. Because I think there are certain things a child need to get when they get a certain age. My daughter didn't get a cell phone until she was a junior in high school.
Okay.
That's when she got her first really cell phone, and she appreciated it, you know, and stuff. But the kids that get them in elementary school, even like junior, and now here, all the parents always got an excuse for a reason why they got.
Because they want to do what everybody else doing.
Well, yeah, but they say, well, if I need to call them, they can have. I said, well, you know,
we used to have house phones.
That's what I told them. We had house phones, and then if you need to call them at school, call the principal's office and leave a message. You know?
Thank you. And they used to do that, or as they used to say, a live line at home. Yeah. You can do that stuff, but you got to do what they do, and then you wonder why you have no control. Because they're going to have peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure back then was send me a picture of your booty out, or your titties out, or your ass. Let me see your coochie. We couldn't do that, guys. Why? We didn't have no damn phone on show you motherfucking coochie. You don't have, where you don't find a phone on show you some goddamn coochie. We would have did that shit too.
And I think,
I know my bad ass would have said I would have put some dick pictures out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have got my ass with my mama don't play that shit. But I would have been that bad kid like that too. Yeah. Because I want this girl to like me. Oh, I'm man enough. Here, my little short ass, hey, I'm anointing the highly blessed, hallelujah. And I'm gonna send it out there to get that girl, because of peer pressure, I'm trying to beat that boy from getting her. Okay? Those girls trying to beat that girl from getting him. Mm-hmm. So if that's what it takes to get him, I'm going to do it. And grown folks so damn stupid because we do stuff as grown folks to get the person that's in our life today.
Yeah.
Because we'll play like we can like to cook, like to clean, which I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do nothing, I make money. I do hair, that's it. I go home, do my artwork, or go do some bodybuilding. But I don't do all that.
You got a maid?
No, I don't got no maid.
Who cleans your house then?
my girl, she comes there, she hounds up.
Okay then.
She hound up because I'm hound up.
All right then.
I'm gonna take care of home.
Okay, that's all that matters.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Until she decides that she don't want to be here no more, so okay, well, she ain't there no more.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
you know.
That's right.
But that's why I say it's hard, because you got two different people, the different way of living, of believing, and the reason why it's gonna be hard. And I love the reason why it's gonna be hard, because we all made mistakes when we had these kids out of wedlock. We wasn't married, and we already did it in sin. Right there, I'm not being religious on your asses. I'm being real with your asses. I'm keeping it real. Okay. So we already messed up what we did. We chose that wrong motherfucker.
Well, you know
what? We chose the wrong, and then when we grow up and we get somebody who's eligible, that we know that we want it the rest of our lives in our life, we give them opportunity. But you got these kids, you got the baggage.
But see, the thing about it is, I had this conversation with somebody not too long ago about choosing the right person.
The right mate, huh?
Yeah. But see, when, like, I'll even just say for me, when I was dating her father, to me, he was the right person, because he did a lot of good things, and he was there. Of course, it just seemed like later on he just chose not to be there. But during the time before I got pregnant, and even after I got pregnant, we got along real good, pretty much. But he had some crazy ways and stuff that I didn't like, but. I'm trying to...
There you go. But that's what I'm saying. I love what you just said. He had crazy fucking ways. Ways that she didn't like. That's called a goddamn flag.
Yeah.
But she had a baby by this motherfucker that had some red flags out. But I'm saying, that's okay. But I'm just saying, that's where the mistakes were made. So now we grow up, we want more things in life, and we develop. And we want somebody who don't act right, so we get somebody in there. And then now we got this baggage, which is not a bad thing. But I'm just saying, like you just said, I love what you say there. She said, oh, I realized that I was cussing, I was using certain kind of language, and I say I have to clean it up because I got a daughter, and I don't want my daughter doing the same thing. If you don't want your kids disrespecting the person you chose to be in your life, respect yourself or what you say around your kids about your man.
Yeah.
Y'all doing good, but that kid is still messed up, tarnished.
But see, that's what I'm saying. When you go into that relationship, when you realize that this man's gonna, be in your life or whatever the case may be, you gotta let those children know, this is this, and this is where it's gonna be, and you just can't really deviate from it, because you can't tell that child or children, you don't like what he says or whatever, coming.
There you go.
You can't do that.
And that's what I'm saying. You can tell a person. You can take a horse to the river, get some water, but that don't mean that motherfucker gonna drink.
No.
You know what's gonna make that horse drink? Put some salt in that horse mouth. You don't slam his head in that water. Some things you got to go through a salty relationship and salty things in your life to make you drink some pureness of life. And a lot of people don't understand it. And that's the same with your kids. Stop blaming the kids. But my thing is, it's reason why I say it's hard to be in a relationship like that, because the lady get upset and she don't use her emotion, or that man, and no kids gonna see it, and you're not giving them a equal chance to make it. You make them kids think that's what marriage is, because that's how you make your assumption on things of what you was taught or what you seen when you were raised up.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And if you come from a house that's all they do is argue and complain, guess what? You're gonna go in that relationship like that with your kid, and then you don't show it in front of men, so he move in. Now you get married, you don't go off in front of kids with him, and next thing you know, the kids think they can do that to him.
Yeah, they do.
So that's why I say it makes it difficult.
But see, that's why I'm saying that they have to, the woman have to let that child or children know that everything they want, everything they think they can do, what they say, what they can't do it. But see, if you got to do all of that 9 times out of 10, that child is already
Messed up.
doing some things that they should not be doing, because you shouldn't have to say a whole lot, because that child should know that I'm going to respect him. Mm-hmm. Because he is an adult, and now he's my stepfather or whatever, and that's just the way it is, And then another thing, a mother has to, and I say a father too, your children, you gotta let your children know that you love them. A lot of people say, oh, they know I love them, but yeah, maybe, but you don't tell me that.
Yeah, especially when you involve somebody else new in it, and that's why I say it's always gonna be difficult. Because see, in a relationship, something gonna feel as though it's not balanced. Like let's say me and you was together, even though I say I love you, this and that, but one of us gonna show more love than the other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just how it is. So that's just like it's just like a kid. You got one of your kids, you got to show both of them the equal amount of love, or the one gonna be jealous than the other.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's just how it is. So you already got that problem. Then you incorporate the man in it. It's going to be difficult. So that's why a lot of ladies get upset with me, and they don't like what I say, which I don't care, because I'm telling like it is. And if you one of those ladies that got a man in your relationship, in your life, that you incorporated and you was married, and now you're not married no more, now you get in a relationship, now you got a new guy in your life, and you making this thing official, believe me, it's going to be hard. It'll make it easier if you and this man, y'all got y'all problem, y'all go somewhere else with it. Don't let the family, don't let the kids see it, because they already got to try to accept this man. Yeah, so don't let them see when you're upset, because they're just like a family. You might be upset with them, then you come and say, he ain't about shit to me up here at the salon, which is me. And I tell you, hell, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a damn about your husband or your boyfriend. I care about you. Now my thing is, because I'm going to be balanced, I'll say, what did you do? Mm-hmm. Your family members are not going to do that. They don't be on your side. Your girlfriends ain't going to do that. They want to go out, or some misery love company. You got some that don't even have a man. So they don't try to tell you what to do. Hell, do this, do that. And your ass gonna go do that dumb stuff, and now you don't have a man. Yeah. And then when they get a man they like, next thing you know, they ain't coming around. So that's what I'm saying. So what you do to your kid is the same way. And you don't even realize. So that's why I say, yes, it make it difficult. I'm your daddy. I'm that man in your life when I do what you want me to do with your kids.
Yeah.
When you want to get agreement with your kids, when they want this and that. But when I say no, hey, you can't just tell them what to do. You can't just do this. It happens. So my thing is, I'm not saying it never can happen. I say it can happen. You can't be in a relationship. Yes, it's going to be tough as hell. It will be tough. But you can make it through, because you can have to balance it. Because you got to check, you got to make sure everything is correct within yourself, because you bringing somebody else into that, and that ain't their daddy or their mother. And they're going to trip. So it's up to you to teach them how to love. It's your responsibility if your kid love that person you with too. Yes, it is. People say, well, they don't have to like him. They don't have to be this and that. You got to realize who your kids are hanging around too. If your mother, your father, or you got kin folks that don't like your relationship, you need to guard your kids. It's protecting your kids, because now you don't get your kids, if they like your family members, they gonna just say, you right, he is like this, or she is like that, this person like this, because of what they want to fit in. And us as grown folks, we want to fit in too. Imagine what a kid going through.
Oh yeah.
You know. So my thing is, if your mother and father don't really like your kids, don't like the man you with or the lady you with, you need to just, if you don't have to stop your kids from going over there, but you be over there too.
Yeah.
Make it a family outing. You go, the kids go, we all go as a family. So whatever your mama and daddy got to say about your man, you right there to put it in check. And you got to put it in check right there immediately. Hey, don't talk like that in front of my kids. They gonna respect it. If you can't respect my man, hey, you don't have to say nothing. If you ain't gonna say, as they used to say, you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all. And don't say that around my kids if you want to see your grandkids. That's taking ground, that's letting your mother and father know that you're grown. It ain't disrespecting them, it's just letting you know they grown. That you're grown, because you got to go back home with you and your kids, with your man. You do. They don't, and they're over there. And they ain't gonna do the thing you do with your kids. They can talk all that noise, they just grandparents. They're like, hell, that's your kid, come get your kids. That's what they'll say. But like I said, this just advice. You don't have to deal with it. And like I said, this is my belief. It's hard to be in a relationship with a lady with kids or a man with kids, because it ain't yours. And it's always gonna be a struggle. And if you love that person, it's okay to go through that struggle. But know what you're going through. But yes, it is difficult, because it's already hard when it's your own biological kid. Like my client just said, they don't even have to be there. Or you decide to get back with her after, as you can say, long or waiting for it to come back together.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, a family's a beautiful thing, but it's a full-time job, not part-time.
Yes, it is full time. You gotta be there.
You got what now?
You gotta be there.
So
You know.
that's what I tell people. You gotta be there. You gotta respect each other.
Now some parents, they're like drop the kids off. They don't,
Right? Don't even get up there. Then the mother or father who don't like the man saying all this crazy stuff, and kids want their way, so they gonna love being on the grandparents' house because the grandparents are getting older. And they don't let them do what they want to do. If the grandparents say, I don't like him, he this and that, well, I don't really like him neither. Kids ain't like him anyway that much because he gonna be strict or she gonna be strict. Mm-hmm. You might let your kids have their way, and they ain't letting your kids have their way, not because they ain't their kid, because they looking at it, hey, responsibility, they got to be able to make it in life. They look at it different than you. They ain't that they have less of love, they have a lot of love. Mm-hmm. Cause they with you, with the kids, they got to love the kids if they with you. Yeah, and then you can tarnish that. You can make that man not like your kids, and you make your kids not like that man or that woman because of your behavior and what you're doing. You the lady of the house. You make the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's true.
You the lady. That's why I said that the Bible said you'll help meet the need of the family. Help need, whatever you want to say it, whatever how you want to correct me. It's okay, it's fine. But you know what the hell I'm talking about. And that's what I'm telling you. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but you can make it happen. Mm-hmm. So that was the topic of the day. And now you see another, you can look into that. Another beautiful hairstyle.
That's true. Did you get this out, my nigga?
Oh, yes, I got it out.
Okay.
And like I said, life is what you make it. Make it good, make it great. Love each other.
That's right.
It's hard to stay together. But if the Bible says 2 heads is better than 1.
Yes, it is.
But it didn't say 2 hot heads. Okay?
No, 2 level
If
heads.
you love that person, you make sacrifices for each other.
Mm-hmm.
For each other, not one person. Okay? And understanding is more than anything. But if you got somebody who's come in your life and you love your kids, make it connect, not disconnect. Until next time, peace, love, and let's say happiness. And my baby look good over here. I did it again, y'all. Yes. I did it again. Praise the Lord.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. Okay, y'all take care.
Yeah, take care, and we'll catch you again. And make sure you subscribe